So we all have our personal story in life. I've been disconnected from the countryside when I was 9, going from Brittany, where I was living in really at the countryside, all of a sudden to Paris, which is quite extreme. It's quite a brutal change. And I guess I've always been seeking for nature since then. So being here is obviously very satisfying for me. It's a complete meal. We're talking of gravity, we're talking of water, we're talking of nature. I think it's nothing else than a symbiosis with the environment you're living in, and you feel extremely vulnerable. What you do today can be washed up next week, or in 6 months, or in 4 years, but it will be washed up, that's for sure. So it could be discouraging. You work a lot, you make a track, and sometime later it disappears. But it's when you understand that it's all about it, then it becomes beautiful. Yeah. Well, it's life after all. This is the first catchment. This is where we're collecting the water that we will use in the house. And the spring is not far. It's actually a few springs feeding the beginning of this stream. And so that's the very, very start of the whole water system that will provide water to a bunch of people actually. And it will keep this house alive. So the water is collected here in this little basin. The sediments go to the bottom. The filter collects clear water. I will clean the basin once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks maximum, not more than that. And the filter will collect only crystal clear water. So the whole process of feeding the house with water will be by gravity. When you open the tap in the house, the pressure you have is exclusively fed by gravity, which is, it's great to know that there's no electricity involved, nothing. We could have done that 200 years ago, 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago. It's the same technique. So I've cleaned the first water catchment, and there was the first sedimentation tank. This is the second sedimentation tank. So with gravity, all the silt, all the sand will fall at the bottom of this tank, and the water will go over several hundred meters to the main tank. And that will build a reserve of about 2 weeks water. And then a few filters just in the house so that we have perfectly clean water at the tap. You learn when you need to learn. So it's first understanding, then making mistakes, learning from your mistakes, and trying to reach simplicity. But it's so logical at the end of the day that you learn pretty quickly. It's pure love for water, for nature, it's a huge motivation. When you turn the tap on and the water, the crystal clear water you get is from a source, from a spring you know and you've been dealing with. I would say it's a question of love.